Check this out. I know you have always dreamed of performing in Carnegie Hall, so I think this 2023 to 2024 season at Sound Espressivo will be perfect for you. As a platform, we host live online auditions so you can share your music with the entire world. Then we send you to incredible in-person venues like Carnegie Hall so you can perform solo, as a duo, as an ensemble, and with orchestra. This year we have a total of 4 gala events at Carnegie Hall, as well as 4 different opportunities to perform with orchestras in the US, in the Czech Republic, and even in Egypt. We want to help you fulfill your musical dreams. Go to soundespressivocompetition.com to check out our season and to apply.
Welcome to Virtual Concert Hall's live music channel. I'm James Welch and your host for today's show. We are connecting musicians and audiences in real-time performances and music news from around the globe. I'm James Welch, and I'm also the owner of Progressive Musicians, and we're going to use today's program to take us back a little bit to present the groundbreaking development of progressive musicians and how we made our start right at the beginning of one of the world's most vulnerable time periods. You know, although the company was only officially formed in 2019, there had been a lot of history in its development through the period of COVID. But going back before COVID, a few of us got together one day, well, really many days, and had quite a bit of intense discussions about classical music competitions, mostly about how they cost a lot and that there didn't seem to be enough of them out there for students and young professionals at the international level, and that there never seemed to be a sense of wholehearted fulfillment in the end. And that's not to say that they weren't out there, it's just that we weren't seeing them in a way that we had desired. We looked at so many great competitions and great opportunities for students of all ages and just wanted to customize a little bit more. So we made it our goal to take our own experiences and improve upon them in the best ways that we could think of. So in the meeting, we thought, first things first, we need a venue. What better place than Carnegie Hall, right? We contacted the officials at Carnegie Hall, and after an extremely brief conversation, we realized that the first thing we really needed was startup funds. It turns out one of the most famous concert venues in the world is very expensive to rent, and you must pay a substantial fee up front to confirm it, and that's all good and done. So it was more than what we could afford at the time. So we thought, what better way to raise funds than to exercise our idea of giving young, talented musicians some opportunities to perform, and some of our closest colleagues as well, and hopefully raise some funds in the process while listening to great music. And we have a small clip of our very first house concert fundraiser that we'd like to show you right now. So that was a fun time. And we had many students perform, and it was just for friends and family in the house and house concert, and we did raise a substantial amount of funds to get closer to where we are. I just would like to mention really quick that we are streaming on multiple platforms simultaneously. Even right now, you can go into the chat of whatever platform you're watching on: YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, any of them, and you can write a comment or leave us questions. Our tech wizards here will show it on the screen and we can respond. Even if you just want to say hello, just write a little comment like, hey, I'm here and I'm in this city or this country, and we'll say hi back. We love to respond to comments here. So we will have a moment for that a little bit later, but get your comments going and we'll respond soon. Okay, so that was piano trio. We don't see those too often, and it was just so fun that we had students well prepared to play something like that and be very entertaining. And I think the biggest challenge is to just squeeze 3 people in front of a piano, but we did it. And it was just a really, really nice program. We had many other people featured, and I wish we could show it all right now. But moving along, we had many different events throughout the beginning of this. That was, I believe it was in February of 2020, and right before things got crazy. We had that event, we had a few generous donors, and we had an extremely generous loaner as well. And through that, we raised all of the money that we needed to get our first deposit and quite a few funds, to reserve Carnegie Hall. So that meant we had to get to work fast. We put together an online competition that would allow musicians to compete through video submissions, receive performance evaluations from expert musicians, and then have time to make improvements to their performance and resubmit before any final judgments were made for the winner's recital. And that just allowed every participant to have something substantial to walk away with, even if they weren't picked for the recital. And it also spared them the expense of traveling internationally to an audition location. They could just make the videos at home or in their own studios. And that's what we were going for mostly, is that even if they're not picked, they could get something out of this. They could walk away a better musician, and they could work hard, and they had the opportunity to showcase their improvement. And it was we received massive response from that, and it was just really wonderful. And then they didn't have to spend thousands of dollars to travel, play for 5 minutes, and go home if they weren't picked. So we were happy to eliminate all of that. So once we got that all set up, we finished the website, mid-February of 2020. All the regulations, online applications, all the deadlines were now out in public, including the date of the winner's recital at Carnegie Hall. December 27th, 2020 was the perfect date, and nothing was going to ruin it until about 3 weeks after we reserved it. And it was announced that COVID-19 would be shutting down the entire world for a month, maybe 2. 2 months tops. It wasn't too devastating, and we thought, that's fine, we'll just do the online competition. We're the only thing out there online right now. So we had this quick panic until we realized, wait a minute, we're all set. Let's just run with this. So everybody staying at home, they'll have our event to help them better their musical development. And in the meantime, we continued fundraisers, testing live stream platforms just in case we had to convert to fully live streamed remote events. So while we were in the process of that, we realized that we weren't going to have this winners event for a while, and it was going to be delayed. So we moved ahead with those online events. We have our very first online fundraiser in July of 2020, and here is a highlights clip featuring the fabulous colleagues that generously donated their time and skills to us.
Evening.
and welcome to the home office of progressive musicians. What are two things that we are all doing in this pandemic from home? Work and internet. So we thought, what best to combine both of them and do our inaugural online recital. But enough talking for now. Time to meet the performers. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Perseverance.
Nicole Murray. I am originally from West Seneca, New York, and so my journey with playing the flute actually started in elementary school, and it started with the clarinet. I really wanted to play the clarinet so badly so I could sit next to my friend in band, but I really enjoyed playing in orchestras just so much. There's absolutely no better feeling than playing with your friends and your peers, especially in the orchestral setting. Flutes have the best solos.
Singing right in front of your eyes from the musical The Wedding Singer. You're caught by surprise. Could you wake up one day and realize the one that you want is right in front of your eyes? You might have a champagne wish or two, plus the caviar dream, but are the lifestyles of the rich and famous really all they seem? You're caught by surprise. Could you wake up one day and realize the one that you want, the one that you want, the one that you want is right in front of your eyes?
It's hard to explain. It's the whole piece, is set in such religious fervor. The only way to explain the power of the movement is to you have to see Rodin's statue of the prodigal son in France. It's this sense of anger and frustration, and the last few pages when all the forms come back together, this fire and brimstone and God raining down. I always think of the first movement as some sort of questioning, almost like at a wind going around a graveyard, around tombstones, and kind of setting the scene. And then with the second movement, the chorale, you have a monk questioning life, questioning the church. And every time the theme in the rolled chord comes, it's as if God is answering, and each time getting bigger and bigger. And then the third time is God laying his foot down with no holds barred. And the last few pages, all of it coming back together. It's a really incredible work, and it's a cornerstone of the 19th century repertoire that isn't played enough, in my opinion.
have a great night. Oh, I was such a dork back then. No, I had a lot of fun announcing, and I had a lot of fun listening to all these great musical performances. I'll tell you a quick insider. I was trying to announce from the roof of my house, and I realized very shortly after trying to set that up that it was too dangerous. Plus, the camera was facing into the sun when I needed to shoot, and that wasn't going to happen. So, I just realized we didn't list the names of the performers. The first one was Aaron Petit, pianist from Portland, Oregon, and we had Nicole Murray, flautist from Buffalo, New York, and Morgan Malone from downstate New York, a musical theater singer, and then Nick Polowick from Portland, Oregon, as well, on piano. And, thank you, Anastasia, a beautiful piano player. Oh, thank you, Anna, wonderful playing. Yep, they're wonderful musicians, and they're still killing it on the stage. It's just amazing every time I hear them play. Georgette Smart, I completely agree. Your dedication to the music industry is genuinely impressive, and we want to say a big thank you for the fantastic support you provide to artists at all stages of their careers. We, along with many others, absolutely love the shows. Oh, thank you, Anastasia. And thank you. Oh, another one. Your dedication to the music industry is amazing, and the support you are providing for talent of every level is greatly appreciated by all of us who are thoroughly enjoying the shows. Oh, thank you, Georgette. Thank you, everybody. So nice of you to tune in. And if you're just tuning in now, feel free to leave a comment and say hello, leave a question. We'll be happy to answer. We got our great, fabulous tech wizards behind this scenes here that put them up on the screen, and they surprise me with whatever you say. So, feel free to say hello. Moving on here. So that was our very first online fundraiser, and it was done through video submission and pre-recorded announcements because that's all we had at the time, and Zoom wasn't as innovative as it is now, and it's still not the platform of our choice, but that was the only one at that time, and we're like, we can't do live music yet, we don't know how, but we could do videos and live performances. And I'm rambling, so I'm going to move on here. We had over 50 applicants for our very first competition, and we realized that we had so much talent and more than what we could pick for one program at Carnegie. And we were now in the full-blown pandemic and realized that the December 2020 concert was just not going to happen. It was going to have to be delayed. And we had all this talent that had been submitted by June. And we thought, what can we do? Well, the next best thing, we're going to have an online tribute to all of the winners that were selected. And since it was online with unlimited time, we'll do all the honorable mentions because it was just so many wonderful people to present, and online, why not? So we have a few highlights from our very first winners honorable mention online recital that we'd like to show you now. Good afternoon, and welcome to the first of two Progressive Musicians online winners recitals. Originally, we had plans for our winners to perform at Carnegie Hall in New York City this coming December, but due to recent global changes, we had to delay that event until next July. That's almost a whole year away, and we just didn't want to wait that long to celebrate all the amazing talent that was invested into this competition. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the fabulous results of the Progressive Musicians International Competition 2020.
name is Kristina Nagy, and I'm 14 years old. I'm from Transylvania, in Romania, and I'm playing on piano. Akkor Nagy Krisztina vagyok, és 14 éves. Én Marosvásárhelyen születtem, de most Budapesten élek, és zongorán játszom. I really like dancing, folk dancing. And skiing. And horse riding. When I have some free time, I'm with my friends and with my dance teacher, and we are singing and dancing. Nagyon-nagyon szeretek néptáncolni, és néptánc próbákra járni, amikor a tánctársaimmal és a tánctanárommal vagyunk, sokat énekelünk és táncolunk együtt. When I grow up, I want to be a musician. Amikor felnőtt leszek, akkor zenész szeretnék lenni, egy zongorista.
My favorite composer is Ludwig van Beethoven because I play Beethoven and he writes a lot of minor pieces, and that's what I like.
What do you like to do when you are not playing your instrument?
I like to play with my friends. I love food, so I watch cooking videos and I love to cook.
Well done, thank you.
Kind of forced me to look up different ways, and my cat is I'm so sorry. She just pressed a button. Pressed a button.
Oh gosh.
She wants my attention right now.
Aww.
Oh, that was a fun time, and I've been sitting here just enjoying reliving a lot of that. It was a hard time. We didn't know what was going to happen, but we wanted to at least showcase everybody's lives to the fullest, performers and as people in real life. And it was a very meaningful time for all of us. So reliving that, that was nice. But okay, we finally did make it to Carnegie Hall, but it wasn't until February of 2022, and even with some very extreme COVID regulations, but we made it. And we included some performers from the 2020 and our 2021 online competitions, and it was a great time. We can't show you any footage on this broadcast, unfortunately, as just a part of the agreement that we had. So you'll just have to come to New York and see all of our next ones live, and then come and say hello in person, not just in the comments, and that would be great. If you'd like to hear everybody's award-winning performance from that first competition, you can do that on our website. And let's get our website up here. So where is it? Here. Okay, so yeah, if you go to progressivemusicians.com and you go into the events and Winners Recital at Carnegie Hall, it's the first one that we had. Oh, we have the online Winners Recital program. I forgot we had that, and our inaugural online recital. Oh, wow. Okay, we had a lot of things here. Okay, but here it is. The Winners Recital at Carnegie Hall. And you'll see here, here's one of our publicity posters and all that, and you scroll down and here's every performer that was on the program, and you can just click on it and it takes you straight to their award-winning video performance. And we had so many wonderful, talented musicians here. So if you want to be a part of the gala, you can go to our homepage here at progressivemusicians.com, and you'll see we have all the hype here. We have so many events here. I'm not going to have time to talk about all of them here, but we have all the links here for all the big events here. Cold Orchestra with concertos around the world, Sound Espressivo online, and some Carnegie opportunities. Or if you're a visual person here, we have all of the calls that are available right here in one place, and you can click on any of them, get all the regulations, the audition dates, the deadlines, and the requirements. And we have some ensembles that are going to play at Carnegie Hall on our April 4th and July 1st galas here, and here are some of the clinicians that you could work with. You can click on there and get all of their bios, and here's some of our Cold Orchestra conductors. Just some fabulous opportunities here. And we also have the Adler-Oaks Audience Favorite Award that is available by the Adler-Oaks Foundation, and here are some of our recipients of that. Here you can see, and that's just a surprise later that the audience votes for their favorite, and those people win the award here. And some more information about our upcoming performance, and that's just a lot here to go through. But check out our website, and we'll click on one thing here. I'm kind of rambling here, but here's our general call for the Carnegie auditions. The deadline is October 1st, and you can apply to play in a recital, as a chamber ensemble, or with the New York Chamber Players doing a concerto. It's all here. And we have some fabulous pictures here. And if you go to our YouTube channel, you can see all the interviews and everything. And, you know, here's our application and everything you want to know. We get so many things with the audition. You get a press interview with Steve Robinson. You could be eligible for some more awards. And, yeah, many bits of information here. So you could peruse through that, and you could see, I've got to zoom up to our top here. Where's our deadline? Our deadline is October 1st. We're going to have many deadlines for many different events. So just check out the one that you like, and consult your teachers. Always do that if you're a student. Consult your teachers and figure out what the right one is for you. Apply. Send us a message if you have any questions. We're on all the socials here, and we have email, and we respond all the time to this, to messages, just to give you the most information possible. We have some other opportunities as far as auditions go. You get to be part of a live audition broadcast. And here, let's get out of here for a second. And there we go. And, you know, all of our auditions are live streamed on the platforms. And we have tech wizards that get you all hooked up with your equipment so that you can look and sound the best on these broadcasts and give you your best representation. And we have a short clip that we can show you about how that works right now.
Go to the bottom middle, there should be a setting called Cam Mic. Go to the audio tab. And there should be a setting called Stereo Audio. Can you turn that on by clicking on it? Is it on now?
Yep.
Does it ask you to refresh or no?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. And then go to the camera tab in there on the left. And then click on Show Advanced Options and make sure that you have the highest resolution selected.
Okay. Sorry? Can you go again to Cam Mic settings? I'm not sure that you are stereo settings, that you have the right settings. Yeah, you should turn stereo audio on. Stereo audio should be on and echo cancellation off. Yeah, okay, great, thanks. Your microphone is very good, but it shouldn't stay on the piano. I think it's touching the piano. Can it be moved?
This tiny bit is...
Yeah, it shouldn't touch any of the piano because of the vibrations. Yeah, it's still... Sorry. Let's try to take it outside of the piano. It's too much inside the piano, yeah. It's speaking too much.
Can we raise the camera so it's looking a little bit higher from above, as opposed to like this? And maybe a little bit in distance so we can see full piano a little bit farther away.
Farther away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now you can see the lights.
That's okay, we can move the lights out of the frame.
Yeah.
So you could see everybody gets that personal attention so that they can look and sound their best for the judges. And, you know, we're very fortunate to have all of that technology and expertise on our platform here. So that's what you get when you audition live for us. After our tech wizards get you all set up, you can just play and interact with the judges, you know, just like a regular online conversation. And here's a quick example of how our typical auditions run. We have a clip for you. Enjoy.
ovation here. What a program to our judges now.
I think I'll start you out. Thank you so much, Sadie, for playing again. It was beautiful to hear you. I do want to say that the program was so exciting and beautiful to hear such extremely fluid playing and expressive playing. You really are using the flute like a tool of your expression. So congratulations for that. Not easy to do on such a high level. And I would say that all of the pieces that you played, I cannot imagine them more beautifully played. I would like to add in the Paganini that I do think that the highest notes of your flute playing, whether it is the proximity of the microphone or something that was a result of playing in this fashion, or if this is in your playing, a little bit more control on those high notes so that they aren't just spit out like that, so that they have a little bit more beauty, even though they're high and supposed to be a little bit more powerful. You can make them more rounded and lovely. But all in all, I thought your performance was excellent. Congratulations, and thank you for playing today.
So that's a great preview of what you get, and you can hear the clarity and see the picture clarity, and that was all done live and streamed, and it's just amazing what we can do. And I must mention that this isn't a full operation by Progressive Musicians at this point now, since we've teamed up with the fabulous people at Virtual Concert Halls and Sound Espressivo competition. Yeah, there's a list of our team. We have all these people here that are just making this work wonderful behind the scenes for you while this is going on, and all you see on front is the smooth, seamless broadcast. Even on this one, we have Frane behind the scenes doing all the wizardry, magic tricks to make this broadcast wonderful. And yeah, thank you, team. So like I mentioned, we are streaming on multiple platforms at once, and you can leave your comments even during the audition broadcasts. Anything that we're broadcasting on this these platforms, you can leave comments, and we do our best to put them up on the screen and answer your questions. And do we have any more comments available? Did we go through all of them, or maybe we can get a few more on the screen here? Oh, Anna, great soundtrack, James. Okay, yeah, full disclosure. Thank you. Full disclosure, I did write that theme song that sounds a little bit like John Williams and Back to the Future all in one, and it's titled Perseverance, and I wrote that at the time where I just thought we need to persevere through COVID and have great things happening with music and not forget about what we're set out to do. And there's a whole story behind that too, which would take a while to explain, but that's the nutshell of why it was called Perseverance and why the first online fundraiser was also called Perseverance. Do we have any more comments, or maybe we don't? I don't know. But we had so many of them, and we thank you for your comments, and keep them coming throughout our broadcasts. We are live every day at noon, and we have new programs that portray many of our artists, past participants, teachers, and present new and unique topics in the field of music and education. So do tune in every day at noon for a new exciting musical adventure here on our platforms. I'd like to thank our sponsors here. We have so much help now, and we didn't have any of this in the beginning, and 4 years later, boom, so many people and companies just supporting us with resources and prizes and just tips and tricks on how to make everything better. And it's overwhelming. There's too many people, there's too many companies, and there's too many things that we have achieved to list them all, but they all contribute greatly to the events that we do, and we're very happy with that. And thank you, all the supporters out there. Thank you, private teachers, for working with students tirelessly. It's an never-ending job. It's not a 9-to-5 job. There's a lot of overtime. You don't get paid for it, and we want to recognize that always. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you to all the families that support your kids. It's also a full-time job, not just to raise the kids, but to make sure that they're getting all of the proper instruction and time to work on their own musical development. And it's not cheap either. So lots of sacrifices are made, and we thank you for that. Okay, and with that, we need to be wrapping up here. I'm James Welch, owner of Progressive Musicians, and your host for today's show. Before we sign off, we're going to leave you with one more quick, fun clip of musicians preparing for our most recent gala that was back in June of 2020. So enjoy. Have a nice day.
Hey, check this out. I know you have always dreamed of performing in Carnegie Hall. So I think this 2023 to 2024 season at Sound Espressivo will be perfect for you. As a platform, we host live online auditions so you can share your music with the entire world. Then we send you to incredible in-person venues like Carnegie Hall so you can perform solo, as a duo, as an ensemble, and with orchestra. This year we have a total of 4 gala events at Carnegie Hall, as well as 4 different opportunities to perform with orchestras in the US, in the Czech Republic, and even in Egypt. We want to help you fulfill your musical dreams. Go to soundespressivocompetition.com to check out our season and to apply.
Felicità,